Peace, everybody. What's good? It's the Coach Malachi Williams, and you are now tuned to True Media Today USA Boxing. Let's go.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
All right, everybody, check this out. Everybody know that Tank Davis got arrested. Everybody know he got arrested for domestic violence. This is very disturbing. I'm not here to judge him or anything like that, but this guy seemed like he's always getting in trouble as it relates to putting hands on women. Apparently, he put his hands on his kid's mother. Again, I don't know what happened, what led up to it. I don't know if this is a Me Too movement or whatever. I don't know. The crazy part about it is Tank had a case in Broward County already where he was facing charges, where he was charged with putting his hands, I think it was a couple of years ago, on this same woman, his baby mother, right? And then I don't think she wanted to cooperate with the state. So they just dropped the case from what I've learned in December 13th. They just dropped the case or whatever. Now he caught another case in Broward County again. Now in Florida, when you get a domestic violence charge, you pretty much stay in jail for 3 days. You stay in jail for 3 days, right, when you get a domestic violence charge in Florida. So he's probably going to be in there for 3 days. Maybe he can get out sooner. I don't know. But they have a 3-day hold on you. And then he has those 14 misdemeanors that he's facing in Baltimore, right? He has that he's going to trial on. So there's a pattern there. Then I remember the actual interview that he gave on the Brian Custer podcast where he said that he did have like an anger issue. Now, this kind of reminds me also of Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather, a lot of you guys might have, I know you love him, think he's the best, and that's fine. But a lot of guys may not remember that he used to get into, he was known for being a woman beater as well.
I beat up that woman beater, the one that beat up his wife, man. His wife in front of his kids. You guys like that? Like this guy, woman beater? He must have learned that from his dad. Woman beater, baby. We're going to beat that woman beater.
And a lot of people are saying that Tank Davis is a woman beater because of his track record as it relates to him getting domestic violence charges. So I'll let you guys determine or decide whether you think he's a woman beater or not. But I remember Floyd Mayweather, Floyd had apparently put his hands on his baby mother so bad to the point to where the police came there arresting him. He was going to trial. And what happened was Floyd was denying that he did it. You know what I mean? He's saying that he was trying to restrain his kid's mother. But what happened was the state was going to put his kids on the stand and his kids was going to testify against him because they witnessed Floyd beating his kid's mother. They witnessed that, right? So what Floyd did was, before he allowed his kids to get on the stand and have to testify against him from what they saw, Floyd decided to take a plea deal. He did like 90 days in jail or something of that sort. And he said, and he still denied, he said that he didn't hit her. He said he was just trying to restrain her because she was acting belligerent. That's what he said. To this day, he's saying that, right? So it's kind of like he never took responsibility. I'll let you guys decide on that. So now, Tank has left Mayweather Promotions. He left the Mayweather Protection Program, but he's still catching cases. And now what it is let me tell you something. When you go in this courtroom, these people look at a trail. They say, you know what, man, this guy keeps getting in trouble. And if you keep getting in trouble for the same thing, you know what I mean, then it just can't be a coincidence. Now, some people may say that, hey, man, there's a conspiracy against Tank. Tank, the white man is conspiring against him. The system is trying to tear the brother man down. So some of you guys probably feel that way. And it's like, I get it. But at some point in time, a person has to decide whether they're going to take responsibility for their actions. Now, again, I'm not here to sit back and be the judge of anything. I'm going to let you guys decide, based on whatever evidence that come out. Now, of course, if you're from B-More, I know you probably feel, hey, man, everything good. They say nothing. It's just a little domestic dispute, yada, 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 yada. But you got some people, man, who really, really feel like, hey, man, this dude, a woman beater, man, he have issues. And then in the interview with Brian Custer, he kind of admitted that. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, he does have anger issues a little bit. And, he needs help and yada, 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 blah, blah, squaze. So my thing is, this is right before a fight. Tank, you have a fight coming up. You got a lot of people who count on you, who you feed, you take care of. You got a whole team, from Calvin Ford to those guys over at the Rise podcast. They depend on you to provide for them because you are their cash cow. So you catching cases and going to jail and then you keep going to jail for the same thing. And then you got the 14 misdemeanors that's pending with the young lady saying that she's not dropping charges. She like, listen, man, when you hit me, you know what I mean, my knee was crushed up real bad or something of that sort, and I looked you in your eyes and you looked me in my eyes and I asked you to help me, and you looked at me, you ignored me, and you drove off and left the scene, fled the scene. So it shows that you don't have compassion. This is what these courts are going to try to do. I'm finna tell y'all, I'm finna give y'all the play. The courts are going to say, you know what, Your Honor, this guy is a threat to society as it relates to women. He likes beating women. He's reckless. Something going on with him as it relates to that. He has cases in Florida. He got the one in Bmore. Your Honor, this guy thinks that he is above the law. He think that because his name is Javante Tank Davis and he's famous that the law is above him. And what happens is they may try to make an example out of Tank like they did Floyd Mayweather. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what I'm saying is, me knowing how the court system works, this is what these prosecutors will do. You might have a prosecutor that may be like, yes, he got away the last time. We got his ass this time. We ain't gonna get away this time. You get what I'm saying? So this is the thing, man. So it's kind of like it leaves a paper trail. It leaves a paper trail to it's like, man, this guy have a history, because you judge people by their history, right? If you have a history of always putting your hands on women, you know, at some point in time, you know, it can't be that, hey man, this is a conspiracy, the white man trying to tear another brother down. Well, is the white man just making up charges, putting it on you? Is the white man just, you know, telling women that, hey, act like that, lie and act like that he's putting his hands on you, when they have video footage of you literally choking a woman, your kid's mother, and walking her out of the celebrity basketball game? You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, at some point in time, I get it. You know, the conspiracy, the white man, they're trying to tear the brother down. I understand all of that, but it seems like if anyone that's saying that, it seems like those are deflect tactics and there's no accountability. Where's the accountability at? You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's where I'm at with it. So again, everyone is innocent till proven guilty. I don't know if Tank Davis did this or not. All I know is what everybody else knows. He's been charged with domestic violence. He's in jail for domestic violence, and hopefully he can get out. Hopefully, the woman that if this did occur, if she's telling the truth, because some of you women be lying now. We got to say that too. Some of you women do be lying. Some of you women are just make some stuff up to get a brother caught up in the sauce because he might be messing with another woman or cheating on you or whatever the case may be. So I don't know anything, guys. I don't have any inside sources as it relates to what's going on with Tank Davis' situation, but I'm giving you two sides of the coin. It could be a situation where Tank really did this and he caught up in the jam again, or it could be a situation where the woman lied on him and she's trying to, you know, get him messed up or whatever the case may be because of an argument. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what's going on to the left or the right. I don't know. All I'm saying is it doesn't look good. On the outside looking in, it looks really, really bad for Tank. Now, I'm not saying, you know, and then another thing, you have a fight coming up with Ryan Garcia that's supposed to go down in April. We don't even know. And again, remember, that fight with Ryan Garcia and Tank, that fight hasn't been signed. There's no contract. They just agreed to the terms. They still have to work out the details. There's no guarantee that fight is going to happen. You get what I'm saying? How do we know Tank going to show up? How do we know he ain't going to be in jail? How do we know he might not catch a case before he go in April? What are the dudes, his mentors around him, talking to him? What are they saying to him? What is Calvin Ford saying to him? What is his coaches, his trainers over there at the Rise Podcast? What are they saying to him? You get what I'm saying? Like, what are you guys, you know, I don't know what you guys are saying to him or not, man, but this don't look good, dog. You got a city who looks up to Tank in Baltimore with the youngsters and all that stuff there. What kind of example is he leading to them? You see what I'm saying? What at some point in time, every man, woman, or child, man, woman, and child, has to be held accountable for their actions, whether you did it or didn't do it. If the woman lied on him, she needs to be held accountable for her actions, for lying, if she did that. But boy, if he did this, he got to be held accountable for his actions. We all do. You see what I'm saying? No man is above reproach. And when you're dealing with these prosecutors, I'm telling you what these prosecutors are going to do. They are going to say, hey, listen, Your Honor, he has a track record of doing A, B, C, and D. And he has not been punished as of yet for all of the things that he's done. Now, it's sending a message to other celebrities and other guys out there who like to beat women. We're living in a Me Too era. Megan Thee Stallion, you know, they said Megan Thee Stallion got Tory Lanez put in prison. Tory Lanez went to trial and got convicted, and now he locked up. All that money he had and all that stuff there, but guess what? Now he in there. You get what I'm saying? So the prosecutor, these prosecutors are going to say, hey, look, he look like he thinks he's above the law. Floyd Money Mayweather, all that money he had, he couldn't stop. He couldn't prevent going to jail. And his kids is going to get on the stand and testify against him. You get what I'm saying? So other than that, that's it. That's all I got for you guys, man. We will be talking about this show today. We'll be talking about this topic today, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I hope everybody's involved. I hope everything works out for everybody. The woman who's accusing Tank of battery, domestic violence. The woman in Baltimore who got into the who got in the hit and run. You know, fleeing the scene. I hope everything works out with her. I hope everything works out with everybody involved in that situation, even Tank. It is what it is, man. But at some point in time, everything ain't no conspiracy, dog. Everything ain't a conspiracy. And sometimes everything may not be what it appears to be. So even Tank, even these people are just lying on Tank, or Tank just got the worst luck in the world. Maybe he has the worst luck in the world. I don't know. Other than that, that's it. It's our boy, Coach Malachi Williams, signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. See you guys today, later on today at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Leave your comments below. Tell me what do you think. Do you think it's a conspiracy? The man is after Tank? Or do you think, nah, he did that shit? See you guys today, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.